So I spent like, I don't know, 4 to 6 hours probably, something like that, on this, trying to fix it. And pretty much just wasted all that time for nothing. I took it apart just to put the wires back on the motor, and I did that, and then it started like clicking. So I took it apart to see what was wrong with it, and like a piece where the gear was like broken, so I went to fix that, and then ended up having to take, like, it has the shaft that moves the legs, and I had to like take the lever piece off, and then I had to like take all these other pieces off the shaft just to get to the gear. And then I got to the gear, fixed it, put everything back on, and then realized I put it on backwards, so I had to take everything off, do it again, got it on, put it back together, tested it, it worked, started putting it back together, tested it again, and I could hear the motor moving, but nothing else would move. So I had to take it apart again. I look, and the motor shaft gear split, and it's not like a regular gear, it was a worm gear, but luckily I actually had a worm gear that worked for it. So I put that on. I put the worm gear back on, the new one, put it back together, it worked fine. I put like the gearbox and stuff finally back in the thing, and it started clicking again because the legs was getting stuck underneath the bottom, so it would not stop clicking. When I take the gearbox out, it'd be fine. I put it back in, it starts clicking again, so I ended up having to literally melt it so it'll stop catching it. So it's like 3-4 times as big as it was originally, because I had to melt it. So I did that, finally got it working after so many times of having to melt it. And then I put it back together. I don't think anything else happened after that, with the gearbox at least. I put it back together. It kept clicking a couple times, and then it finally stopped. And then I put like the, I guess, shell or whatever it's called together, tested it, the wings would move and stuff, and like the beak is supposed to move. And then after testing it like a couple of times, since it moved like that, it started catching the edges, and now it would click even more. So like, what am I supposed to do? Anytime it touches anything or anything, it just click. So I just was thinking maybe it won't click when I put the thing back on. I put it on, it makes it even worse. It wouldn't even try to move, it just sit there and click. So I took it off. I kept trying it, like everything, it just would click. And then I put it back on, and then I'd keep like messing with this, and got to like a way to where it won't click and would move the wings. There's supposed to be a bigger piece for the beak that like goes the full beak, but I can't put that on because when I tried putting it on, it just scraped the sides and it wouldn't even move. So I had to take that off, so this didn't really move. So I finally tested it and stuff. It would keep clicking, and then I got it to work again, like the wings and stuff. And I can't, this is actually why this is on here, because I was going to hang it up, against the wall like this, because I can't have it walking, because anytime the feet would touch the floor, it wouldn't even try to move. It'd just sit there and like so I just tried hanging up so it would move. I hang it up and I guess, I don't know if the wire came off or the motor just stopped working for no reason or what, but now it doesn't even move. And I already put it all back together and stuff, and I don't even feel like going back in and seeing why it stopped moving. I don't even know if there's a point of doing that now, because it'd probably just sit there and click anyways. So probably best to just let it just have the song on it. So that's all it does now. So that's all it does now, and I'm not going to take it apart anytime soon because I don't even know what I'm supposed to do anymore. I didn't even glue it back on. I just don't know what to do with it anymore. And it sucks. I wanted one of these too, so I was happy when I found it. And it won't even work. So I'm going to have to get another one. I'm thinking about trying to get the one that came out this past Easter. That was at Walmart. And get another older one. So yeah, that's this thing. And spent like 6 hours for nothing pretty much. So there it is.